Hey, Chef Andre here. Today we're going to make some honey garlic shrimp. These are super easy, real quick, completely paleo, and such a delicious recipe. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. So we're going to start off with about 6 to 8 ounces of shrimp per person. These are peeled and deveined, and I prefer to take the tail off so my guests aren't playing with it after. So we've got some olive oil we're going to drizzle on the shrimp. Make sure they're nice and evenly coated so the garlic, pepper, salt, and that paleo baking flour will stick nice to it. After those shrimp are all covered in the oil, we've got some nice, this is the Kinder's brand, The Blend. It's just garlic, salt, and pepper. It's an easy to use mix. If you don't have it, you can just use your own granulated garlic, salt, and pepper too. We're using about 2 tablespoons for this recipe. Toss those shrimp in it, make sure they're evenly covered. And then we're going to be using the Bob's Red Mill Paleo Baking Flour. I like it. It's good for making pancakes and lots of other things. Also coating your meats when you're frying them or grilling them, things like that. If you can't find it, I've got a recipe right there for your own paleo baking flour to coat your meats before you cook them. So toss them in that pot for you, and we're going to drizzle some olive oil in the pan. Make sure that pan's nice and hot. Now we're going to fry them in the pan, just a little olive oil, and it's about 4 minutes per side. I've sped it up so you don't have to wait through it. When you're adding the shrimp to the pan, you want to hear a nice sizzle, and you don't want to add it when there's smoke coming from the pan. That means it's too hot. If you see that the oil is smoking up, take it off the burner, cool the pan down a little bit, or else it's going to burn that flour. We don't want to crowd the pan too much. You still want to be able to see some of the pan in between the shrimp when you're cooking it. Add a little bit more olive oil, and make sure you keep them moving. Now as we flip them over, you're going to see that the baking flour really start to give a nice golden brown color. The shrimp are curling up, turn a nice pink color, and the garlic, the salt, and pepper really giving off some great flavors, and these smell incredible. Drizzle a little bit more olive oil on them to keep it from sticking to the pan. And we continue that caramelization process. Another 3 or 4 minutes on this side. Then we're going to drizzle some honey on it. About 2 tablespoons for the whole batch. You can go up and down as you like. The honey gives a nice, even flavor, adds some sweetness, and also after you cook it, when it mixes with that olive oil, it caramelizes so nice. It gives it a nice crunch. So we're going to do one side, and then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to add some of your favorite hot sauce. I prefer the one that I make here, so make sure you click that link. Check out that hot sauce recipe. It's awesome. Now you can see that honey really starting to caramelize on there. It's almost candied shrimp. And now we add that hot sauce we were talking about before. Now don't worry about dispersing it too much. As we flip them over a couple times and toss them in the pan, that hot sauce will transfer to the other ones and kind of make a little bit of a sauce in the bottom of the pan. So make sure we're flipping them over again. You might want to turn the heat down a little bit to about 2 or 3. We still want them sizzling, but at this point it's real easy to burn them. Now on the side I've got some steamed green beans with garlic. We just threw them in a pan, sizzled them up after about steaming them in the microwave for about 5 minutes. Drizzled a little bit of olive oil on it, salt, pepper, and some fresh garlic and the green beans. That's it. Simple side dish. And it adds a nice contrast on the plate. Real nice plate presentation with these shrimp. We're just going to make a nice bed of those green beans on the plate. Put those shrimp on it. And I like to add a little bit of hot sauce to the edge of the plate there. Give it a little bit of garnish. And then if there's a little bit of sauce left in the pan, drizzle it over those shrimp. Just like that. Now that is an incredible dish. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and let's make skinny tasty.